Welcome back to the channel. I should probably shoot my sunglasses on. You know it's kind of cloudy, but today is March 10th. I'm gonna start putting the year on here too, 2024. So somebody down the down the road watches this. Will know. Well, on March 10th, 2024, we woke up to at least 3 inches of snow, and it's blowing. I don't know how well it's showing up there. Oh, there, that probably helps. So, wasn't very long ago, it was 70 degrees, but that's March, late winter in Michigan. Oh well. Okay, change of plans. I was originally going to do something else, but now with the weather being what it is outside, yeah, it's kind of wet, this and that. I'm not going to work on the firewood today, but instead I decided I was going to work on these energy cells. This is my junk head, J-U-N-K. This one leaked. You can see how bad it was pitted. But anyways, I figured this was a great guinea pig, an example to use for this. So these are energy cells, and I would highly recommend if you have any Minneapolis Moline diesels, even back to the U diesels, had energy cells. I would call out to Floyd County Museum in Charles City, Iowa, and ask for S214 manual. They'll be able to look that up that way. Hopefully they still got them out there for you. Anyways, energy cell, it's kind of like it comes in, the fuel comes in, sorry. I don't know how much this is actually going to show up, but the fuel comes in first, goes to the energy cell and kind of ignites there, then recirculates and ignites again somehow. Maybe somebody smarter than me can explain it too, but ignites again on top of the piston, and then goes out. That's how it gets the, Molines have that, how do I describe it, like a knock sound. It's almost knock, but of course faster. Just, if I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly or not, and I don't fully understand it myself too, but I just know kind of what they are. You can see a cutaway of a head, a cutaway of an injector there as well. Fuel gets sprayed in, goes over to the energy cell, and then fires there, then mixes with air and fires again. Maybe that's a better way to explain it. Oh, here it starts. Here, why don't I just read it? I don't think I've read this anyways myself here. I think it's supposed to add efficiency. See, ignition starts in the combustion chamber, and the advanced flame ignites the fuel in the energy cell. Okay, so the ignition starts in the combustion chamber, then the advancing flame ignites the fuel in the energy cell. The rich mixture in the cell burns rapidly, so fast it actually is an explosion. And causes a rapid pressure rise to about twice the pressure in the cylinder. This initial pressure rise is absorbed by the heavy walls of the energy cell, built to withstand the shock of the explosion, and thereby preventing damaging to valves, ring, and pistons, etc. So that's the knock sound. So if there's an explosion or a fire, combustion fire, then a literal explosion, and that's how she runs. So what is this? I think this is called the Lenovo style. I don't know if it says anything about that in here, but your safety is in our hands. Be careful, avoid accidents. Yeah, that's good words there to live by. But pressure tester, I used to have one just like that, but yeah, injection nozzles, factory set to open at 1,800 to 1,850 pounds. Opening pressure. Yep, interesting. So I think I knew that, but it kind of goes through this book, the patterns of spray that comes out of the nozzles. It's kind of neat too, testing them. But anyways, let's get to the energy cells. It's basically 4 parts. You got the cap, Here we go. I didn't, here, I'll get that in a second, but you get the cap. It's a lot like a pipe plug. It's called a cap plug. Then this is a cap holder. This sits in there just like that. We're gonna take this one out. I got to the next part here. Next part is called the cap, the cell cap. So the energy cell cap. Then this is down inside is actually the cell body. So, and these are supposed to be number 3 and number 4 lapped together. So they are, mates for life, I should say. But anyways, so this is, it takes 1.25 inch nut. I already loosened this one. Before I even fiddle with this one, I took the plug out and I sprayed some Freon in there, and after I was struggling with this one, but it actually says in a book to use a screwdriver. You want to be careful you don't ruin these threads. It also says that in a book, but you take a skinny pair of needle nose, and this one's coming out easy. It's actually coming out easier than that one did. So that is your cap. Just want to make sure the cap, that was the cap holder. So then this is the, I just want to make sure I'm saying stuff correctly. The cell cap. So again, you just got to be gentle, and that'll pull out. And this one is lapped in there with the body itself. So I don't know if you can see in there or not. Let me grab my light here. We'll set it up here. Oh, that's not the magnet part. This is. There we go. Doctor, I feel like I'm in a dentist's office here. Okay, I don't know. Did that help any? No, not yet. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Well, anyways, this one here was so rusty. I couldn't get that cell cap out of there. This piece here, it did not want to come out of there. Still doesn't. I did a little bit of heat with my little propane torch. It may. Let me back up a little bit. I have been told that when you want to work on these energy cells, if you have a running tractor, get that tractor good and hot before you try to get these out. And actually, it says, where does this say? In this manual here, it says an energy cell puller is supplied with each diesel engine. So when and I think I've heard that before, when these were brand new, you were supplied with an energy cell tool remover that you were supposed to clean these energy cells every year. So anyways, just looking down in there. Okay, all right. I can feel the threads. I think that's threads of the energy cell. Okay, so we're good and lubed up in there. You want to keep everything clean, of course. And this is my junk head. So we'll just twist that in there. See if I can get her going there. All right. Okay. So I think we twist this all the way down. I imagine I'm gonna need a wrench for here. Oh, careful. And this should pop right out of there. So make sure that's good and tight there. Okay, well, I'm gonna move this back just a hair. Hopefully I don't tip over my anything, I guess. All right, you're gonna be right up nice and close here this time. Let me grab a couple crescent wrenches here. One to hold it. All right, here we go. Let's try that. All right, we'll put one on here. One on like I say, I sprayed that with Freol. It's been soaking for at least an hour. It is not turning all that hard. It's a little bit stiff, but I don't feel like it's fighting me. You know what I'm saying? And this is the first time I've ever taken one out, but it seems to be getting easier. We'll see how dirty this one is. The other one that's in that bad cylinder there. So, yeah. I don't know if I can pull that up yet or no. Okay. Nope. Jeez, it's turning easier all the time. So either I pulled the threads out or the energy cell itself is coming. So, but that book, that is most definitely worth getting. It shows, or not shows, but it also tells about if it's stuck in there to use a brass punch to come up through the ignition hole there and punch it out from the back side. All right, there we go. There it is. See if I can get her to untwist. Okay. That worked pretty slick. I'd have to say, okay, I don't know how well you are seeing this, but I would have to say this one's pretty clean. I got a little bit of rust here, but not horrible. Here, let's set that somewhere nicely. Okay, let me see if I can get the light and you, so you can see inside that cylinder. I'm trying. I don't know if I got too bright a light. Here, let's try something else. We'll just try a smaller light. How's that? Okay, maybe this will be better for us. There we go. Okay, so that's the combustion chamber right there with the energy cell out. I'd have to say that one there looks okay. All right, let's okay. All right, let's look at these two surfaces here are the one that they talk about have to be lapped together. You know, it's like a perfect fit. So let's see how tight that is. So you don't see, I would say this one is still good as far as I can tell. That's a sharp edge right there, but that's something. So we'll keep this one all together nice, and I'll save that along with, here, we'll put them all together. How's that? Let's try not to drop them though. Okay, so that's the body. That is this would be the cell cap. And then this is the cap holder. And of course the plug's on top. And that all goes back in. So I would highly suggest, I guess, if you're especially if you're bringing one, we'll call it, you know, back from the dead. If you're bringing a Moline tractor or any tractor that has this type of head on it, I guess, check those out. When I get that 950 back in here, actually I was going to try to do it today. But I was going to use this 302, and I'm just afraid with all the snow on the ground, I wouldn't have enough traction, because I don't want to start it. I want to clean that tank out again on that 950. I'm just afraid. I just don't want to get, if there's more, we'll call it crap, junk, whatever, in the tank. I don't want it going through the pump or back through the injectors anymore. So I want to push that back in here, then take the tank off, clean that out. I am going to do that. I'm going to delete that pump on the bottom. I'm going to put a whole new hose on the bottom of that fuel tank there. I think I'm going to get new filters again too. Just going at, and then I'm going to start troubleshooting, because I had that tractor running. It ran decently. And that was back in January. I just haven't done anything with that tractor since, but then it acted like it was starved for fuel, and just shut off. So I'm sure it's not the pump, sure it's not the injectors. I'm sure it's the fuel somehow. If I got some kind of plug, as in injection lines plugged, which I don't think it is, or not getting enough fuel to the pump, or something stuck in the return lines of some kind. Whether it was what, so this is my plan. I'm going to take the tank off, get it as clean as I can, replace the whole supply line from the tank to the filter housing. Then I'm going to blow out again all the injection lines, all the return lines. I had a suggestion that maybe just double check that I have the right return line on the right cylinder, or, you know, the pump timing is correct, you know, going to the correct cylinder. That's kind of hard to screw up, because all the lines are a certain length, and, you know, where they hook to the pump, to the banjo fitting, they're already bent on an angle. So it's kind of hard to screw up, but it doesn't hurt to double check that too. So I had a suggestion, actually, from the New York boys. we'll call them. Yeah, they're two brothers out there that I communicate with. Well, because of the channel, so it's interesting. So we will do that in the near future. Actually, we're fortunate right now that both our varsity girls and boys in basketball are in the state tournament still. The girls just won the districts and going into the regionals, and then our boys are actually a week ahead of them. They won the regionals, and they're going into the quarterfinals, which means there are 8 teams left in the whole state of Michigan as in our size of school. So Michigan has divisions 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the biggest, of course, and we are 4, which is the smallest. I know. I live in a small town, so if you've ever been to my town, which some of you know where I live, we have 1 blinking light. That's it. There's no stoplights. Other than that, we don't even have a gas station anymore. I think is there 400 people that live in town, I think, you know, and I live 10, 15 minutes from town. So anyways, that's a little more story about my life, I guess, for you. But yeah, this head here, I'm not going to throw this head away. It's junk, but, you know, I get in a pinch. I've got 2 good valves, an intake and an exhaust, 2 good springs, you know, just in case, you know, it's something I need. And I gotta fess up to something too. This tractor had the I can't remember the technical term, but the caps go over top of the valves on the end. I was looking for something in my pickup the other day, and guess what I found? Yeah. So let's see, 4 times 3. Yeah, there's 12 of them in a baggie in the door of my pickup that I forgot about and didn't anything about it until I saw that. So that's something we're gonna take care of too. I'm gonna take the valve covers back off that tractor, put them on. I don't think it's causing any problems, but it's what's supposed to be on there. So okay, well, so I guess if you have any more questions about the energy cells, I may know the answer, I may not. This cell puller, energy cell puller, I got this from Mike Tessman Tractors, out of I believe it's Carnes City, Texas. But if you Google, actually I think does he have a website? He has a Facebook page. But anyways, Google Tessman Tractors, Tessman Tractors, and he sells these. I think it was $90 including shipping. I could be wrong. Oh, time for the light to be charged. I have another battery now, so we can take care of that. But anyways, yeah, Mike sells Moline parts. He has a lot of new old stock parts. He's he's bought out several, or I guess I don't know how many, but more than one, like a dealer that, you know, went out of business a long time ago or whatever. He just buys all the stock and then, you know, then sells them to us. He's also got connections with, you know, AGCO dealers and other things too. So, but I just want to give a little shout out to him. That's where I got this. So as you can see, on the one that wasn't completely rusted in, it pulled it right out. I'd be curious to know on this one here, but I can't get a hold of the cap part here on that other one. Yeah, I know. This piece here, I can't get a hold of it to get her started. So we'll let her soak some more in there, and I think we'll be all right. But I'm gonna clean this up. I'll probably put in a baggie of some kind. There, that's the whole thing. It's amazing how somebody figured out how to make all that work together. But yeah, I still got to put this on the front of the tractor. I can't find my rivet gun. I got a brand new one in rivets, and I don't know where it's at. It's in here somewhere, I think. But ooh, you know what? I got another spot to look. It's in the house. All right, well, down a rabbit hole we go. But anyways, I think that's all I got for the minute here. But if there's anything else that you'd like to see, yeah, this book has got a lot of great information in it. It's I think I'm gonna read up some more on it, to be honest with you too. This is the other style. I know, other style injector. This is not the kind. Actually, I got one right here somewhere, don't I? Yeah, right here. This is the kind of injector that's in the 950. See the difference here? There's no big nose. It doesn't stick out on the end here. Like the one in the picture there. So there's two different styles. I believe this nut on the end is the same. And all the other parts, it's just the very end there is different. No, wait, no, this nut is different too. I think it's this nut on the one I have is longer than that one. That's what it is. And this one takes it's more like a flat, you know, regular washer, but it's not, of course. And the ones in the 950 take that different goofy looking ceiling washer. But okay, anyways, yeah, like I said, I would get a hold of Charles City. Jeez, got some grease on there. The Floyd County Museum, Charles City, Iowa. Ask for S214 service manual. They'll know what that is, and get one of them. Even if they have to make you a copy, definitely worth owning. If you have a Minneapolis Moline diesel tractor, from the first ones all the way up to the last ones. Well, you won't need it for a 585. I don't think they have energy cells. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. So I don't have one of that around here. That is on my bucket list someday, to have a 1355. I don't care if it's gas or LP gas or diesel. Well, the first one. All right, well, that's enough of this. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend. The show in Minnesota is only 10 days away. So I've talked to several Moline people lately that are going. So it should be a really good show. I'm going to take you along and do a video. I might, depend on cell service, internet, what are all that, try to do some kind of a live feed so you can ask questions, or you know, if you're looking for a certain part, hey, does such and such on on that counter behind you, does he have a filter for whatever? And so I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of batteries and a whole bunch of camera tripod thingies and whatever. But yeah, if I'm gonna see you there, hey, come up and say hi to me. You know my face. I don't know all yours, but come up and say hi. Mike, I saw you yesterday. That would have been yesterday at that volleyball tournament. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you come up and say hi. So maybe next time we'll have more time to, talk about tractors or whatever. But it's always nice to see a subscriber, a fan. I guess it makes me feel good, because yeah, it does. But talking about tractors, really, it makes me feel good. It's a great stress reliever. So, all right, well, that's enough jibber jabber. I'm sorry. So, hey, we'll see you in the next one.